For you and your teammates back before the intercollegiate play, how did y'all pay for uniforms? Did you have to pay for uniforms? Did you get uniforms? How did just the apparel thing all work out?
Well, I played both volleyball and basketball, and we had to buy our own shirts. And then they put numbers on them, but that was it. You had to provide your own shorts and the whole rest of the get-up, which we didn't need much back then. We just wanted to play. So, but by my junior year, things were changing, and they had some money in the budget, and we actually got uniforms, and we got little warm-up jackets, which we thought were so nice. We actually had a sweatshirt, a zip-up sweatshirt to wear, and it said Wisconsin on it. It was like, oh, this is cool. So that was in 2 years, that was a big step up. Yeah.
And so we already talked about one difference, like Sandi played at Lathrop Hall, and then across campus,
Yes.
y'all had the opportunity to play at the field house. So you're saying you only had the jerseys, but practice gear, shoes, other apparel, that was all on your own dime.
Mm-hmm. We got a t-shirt. We got a shirt for practice, but our shorts were whatever we wore.
And we had uniforms.
We did get taped for games. We got taped. I can remember Jan taping us for games.
That's a big difference.
And having all the scars on our ankles because they cut into you. But we didn't really tape for practices. I don't recall that. But it was not like the regiments that go on today. And we also had no academic support.
Right.
So there was, we had Zuss, Al Zuss would talk to us about where we wanted, what classes and our schedules and things like that, but we had really no academic support to us whatsoever. There was no traveling counselor with us. There was no counselor that came and called us in and talked to us about academics.
How did y'all get to the games, during that 1974-1975 season?
Fleet cars, we had
fleet cars. And Tasha, and then the coach, and then there was one other person that got licensed to be able to drive the fleet cars.
Right.
I mean, we literally would take off later in the day, drive at night. So I always stayed up with Tasha, and we'd just shoot the breeze back and forth.
There was a time we didn't have anybody to drive, so I think it was my senior year. I drove to a game and then played. You just did what you had to do because we just wanted to play, and that was, it was great.
My sophomore year in volleyball, I believe it was my sophomore year, it was toward the end of the season, big volleyball tournament, and we somehow were able to get a flight, and that would have been 1975. I'll never forget it because we'd run around the whole gym, so both courts, warming up and doing different things as we're warming up. And that day when we found out, we were pretending that we were planes, running around, like kids do, with our arms out, because we were so excited to be able to fly somewhere,